All right, guys, I want to talk to you now about setting up your blog or your reflective journal. First thing you need to do is go to the Lessons tab in Angel. Scroll down to Reflective Journal Requirements Summer 2014. Go ahead and open up that file. It might take just a second for it to open. Once you get it open, you'll see the directions for the reflective journal. Let's give that just a second to open up here. All right, so what you're going to do for each class day, you're going to do a blog entry. And what should be included in that blog is, number one, if there are readings assigned for that day, and typically there will be, you're going to summarize each of the readings. You can do that in a pretty short, sweet manner, but each reading, make sure you summarize that in your blog entry. And then also you're supposed to have one other part of your entry. That can be either thoughts and ideas about how to implement the technology that we happen to be using that day, or it can be where you talk about other technologies that are related that you want to look at or to explore. But again, you're going to do one journal entry for each class meeting. These things are the requirements. Your journal is going to be turned in. You're going to email me the URL for your blog. You're going to email that to me through Angel. And you're not going to do that until June 26th. So keep up with your daily entries, but you're not actually going to send me the address for your blog until the 26th. Your very last entry is going to be what I call the summary reflective paper. But you're going to enter that just like a normal daily journal entry, except instead of talking about those items that we just mentioned, you're going to answer the 4 questions down at the bottom. Things that you learned in educational technology, that's question 1. Some issues or challenges you might run into as a teacher trying to use technology. Some areas of improvement and some areas you'd still like to improve. And then number 4, how can I improve this course to make it more applicable? And what we want to look at now is how to actually do the blog. And what you want to do is to navigate to the website blogger.com. Now, you should have, if you have a Google account, you can log in with that Google account. Your UAH Google account should work. If you have any problems, just choose the option to sign up for a new account. You may have to go to Google to do that. But once you log in, eventually you're going to scroll down and you're going to find a link to create a new blog. And as you can see, that link is right here, new blog. All right, I want you to title your blog your name, so I'll just do it this way. Make it be Possessive Matt Dean's Reflective Journal. You get to make up part of the URL for your blog. Make it be something unique. There are a lot of people who use Blogger, so I'm just going to call mine Matt Dean ed350 blog and leave it at that. So the URL for my blog would be mattdeaned350blog.blogspot.com. You also can go through and pick a template. I don't really have a preference there on the template that you pick. I'm just going to go with the simple one. Click Create Blog. All right, so notice it's done. Here it is, Matt Dean's Reflective Journal. I want to go to Start Posting. The post title, I want you to put the date for the day you're doing the journal entry. So for example, today I'll put May 22nd. And then just type your information in, just like you would in a word processor. Notice that you can format the text, you can do bold, italics, you can put in links, you can add pictures, you can add video. Essentially anything you can do in Word, you can also do here. I'm just going to put this is a test entry, and I'm going to let it go there. But once you've typed all your information, you can hit save, and you also need to hit publish, which will actually make it viewable. All right, so let's say we're done, and then we come back tomorrow. and we happen to notice an error in our blog posting. So again, I'm going to go back to blogger.com. Here's my journal, reflective journal. Two things I can do. I can go and click on the post button, or I can click new post, or I've got some other options here. I'm going to click on the posts. And what that's going to do is give me a list of all the posts I've made. If I made a mistake on this one, I'm going to go into edit, change whatever I need to change. And again, hit update. Okay, as you can see, I'm back at blogger.com. Let's say that created that post. Now it's the next day and I'm ready to put in my next post. I can click on the pencil. That's going to take me to my next entry. So we'll just say May 24th. Type in my entry. This is entry 2. Once I get through, again, hit save and to publish. Now, if you want to send your blog to someone, the URL for your blog, just go up to View Blog. And this is what it's going to look like. And then right here, that's your URL. So again, Matt Dean, ed350blog.blogspot.com. That is what you will send me at the very end of the semester. Hope that helps. All right, another thing I wanted to share with you today is how to set up an online survey. Whether you know it or not, once you get your first teaching job, most of you are probably going to be asked to coach or be in charge of a club or some type of organization, and you're going to need to get information quickly from people. A survey is a good way to do that, and an online one is an easy tool to use. So since I had you respond to a survey for this first class, I wanted to show you how to set up one. The first thing you need to do is navigate to surveymonkey.com. Follow the on-screen directions to set up a free account. Just choose the basic account. Once you get logged in, you're going to go to Create Survey. The title, I want you to make it something related to education or teaching. So I'm just going to make mine be New Teacher Survey. Choose the category. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to choose education. Click Continue. And then you go down and you start doing your questions. Now notice, add question. You can do all kinds of questions in SurveyMonkey. And if you don't know what kind of question you want to use, right here where it says question type, view our question examples. Click there, and it will show you what each type of question will actually do for you. For example, there's a rating scale question, so matrix of choices. All those are good type questions. The survey that you're creating for me, I want you to use at least 3 different question types and make up a survey that includes at least 5 questions. So we go question 1, we'll say, how many years of teaching experience do you have? All right, I'm going to make this be just a regular multiple choice question. I type in my choices here. Notice it says enter each choice on a separate line. Click save. And if I wanted to do another question, I could. I think I'm just going to do the one question for right now, so I'm going to hit save and close. Remember, you're going to do at least 5 questions, 3 different types. Once you get it entered, though, you go to collect responses. The easiest way to do that is to email, or send a web link. And let's do the web link option. So we're going to click web link. We're going to click on next step. And essentially it gives us a URL. We're going to copy that URL. Just do a Control-C, highlight it, Control-C. And then you're going to email that out to people. And people will go to that address and take your survey. Let me show you what it looks like once someone has looked at your survey. So I'm going to go to surveys that I've already done here before, my surveys. I'll go to the survey that you guys are taking for this class, the technology survey. I can click on that. I can go up to Analyze Results. It may take it a second to load. But once it does, I can go in and look at individual types of answers, or I can look at them as a group. So as you scroll through the analysis screen, you can see answers to all the questions that you had in your survey. Let me scroll on down and show you some of the more important pieces of information that I got here. For example, I had a rating scale for how skilled people were in certain areas of technology. So here's the analysis that I got from that particular question. Had a matrix of choices where they rated themselves, again, on how good they were at these different pieces of technology. You don't have to do any work here other than just set up your survey. All this calculation, all these things are done for you. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to calculate, create your survey, get it all set up. 5 questions, at least 3 different question types. Needs to be related in some way to education. Go to collect responses. Find that web link. Copy that and email it, not only to me, but mail it to the whole class. There's an option in Angel Email to send a message to all course individuals. So let's get there and let me show you that. So you go to Communicate. Easiest way is to go to View Inbox, Compose Message, and up in the To window, you're going to go to Groups, and you're going to send it to all course individuals. Click To, and OK. And let's just put Matt's survey. And then I'm just going to paste that URL into the box, like so. After you paste the URL into Angel, always hit enter or return afterwards. That makes the link working. And then hit send. And that way it'll go out to everybody. And then just take a few minutes between now and the first actual in-class meeting to look at some of those surveys. I think these 2 videos have covered everything that I wanted to go through with you on this first week. So take a few minutes, make sure you set up your journal, make sure that you look over the syllabus, and make sure that you do the readings. And I'll see you next Tuesday, June the 3rd.